Today we're making the perfect Manhattan. What makes it perfect? Stick around and find out.
Welcome to Common Man Cocktails. That's Ian. I'm Derek. You are watching the best show on the internet right now. It's going to teach you how to make cocktails. They're going to give you nice new sensations in your palate. All muddled with just a little bit of humor. Ha! I did it. Everybody's been asking why I brought out the muddler.
If you want something that's a little less muddled with humor, you can go check out The Craft Cocktail on YouTube, which is our other channel.
YouTube.com/thecraftcocktail. You can subscribe right there. Ready?
If this humor is a little too much for you. You need to bring it down a little bit.
Or you watch
That's
both.
where you go.
There's always reason. That's why I put them on different days.
Well, maybe you need to warm up to the humor. You start with that, and then you come over here.
Well, that's on
Maybe
Thursday.
you need to wind down from the humor. You start here, and you go there.
We start on Monday, we do Wednesday, and that's Thursday. So you're already you're so humored out that you watch something casual.
Yeah,
and then Friday
get
comes
chill
and kicks you
before
back
the
in.
weekend.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, make a drink.
Today we're making the perfect Manhattan.
Yep.
And Derek's gonna talk while I make it, per usual.
That was Ian just delegating. You see that? This cocktail is 2 ounces of rye whiskey, a half ounce of sweet vermouth, a half ounce of dry vermouth, 2 dashes of Angostura bitters,
Did you think
lemon,
I missed?
It looked a little unsteady there.
I was a little worried.
lemon orange twist, maraschino cherry.
Just kidding, I wasn't.
This is part of a. Did you really spill everything? No.
No, he didn't spill.
So what I did this month, all the month of what are we in? March? All months of March is Manhattan Monday.
Manhattan Monday. Monday.
Everything is Manhattan variable. It's a variant on a Manhattan. The perfect Manhattan, is a variant of the original Manhattan. The intentions and what makes it perfect is that some people say Manhattan is too sweet. So how do you make a Manhattan less sweet? You tailor it back by only using half as much sweet vermouth. My brain.
There's a word in there.
Brain cramp. And then you dry it up with a half of the dry vermouth. This is whisper dry. You could get bone dry or whatever you want to do. You're going to stir this drink. It's a Manhattan. Manhattans are pure spirit, no juices. So because there's no juice in here, you just give this a nice stirry stir. You should stir it over there. Maybe that camera will capture it. But I usually stir for about 30 seconds. After you do that for a while, you start to feel like just the temperature.
You know what's great about a stir versus a shake on the show? It's much quieter.
It is quieter. I actually have little thermometers. We should do like a stir test one of these times.
Yeah,
I don't know how that would work because you're doing that, and like it will get all twisted inside.
Well,
as it goes
I
inside.
just stir slower.
Oh, yeah.
He'll be here a while.
And
I
that
think you can
smells
speed
awesome.
it up. It doesn't smell great.
I could just smell the rye. Just
It's not pre-rye. It's pretty good stuff.
It's pretty tasty. These are Luxardo cherries. You can get those at awesomedrake.com, or you can just go get the whiskey sour kit. That way you're going to get those cherries and all the stuff to make whiskey sour, which is kind of, you're already in that mode right now anyway. So why not? You go to awesomedrake.com/whiskey sour to pick up that kit. The reason I'm so curious, and maybe you can expand on this a little bit.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Because you're a classic. See, you've been converted into like the standard classic bartender. I like my drinks with a suit and tie type drink. You know, that type of drink, like Negronis and spirit forward drinks. Do you really think a Manhattan is sweet?
Well, it's very heavy on the alcohol. I mean, it's
Yeah.
basically rye whiskey and sweet
And
vermouth.
more stuff.
More whiskey than
Right.
vermouth. I don't find a Manhattan too sweet, but I can understand where people would think it's sweeter than other cocktails, like
Really?
a martini or whatnot.
I guess even an unsweetened martini. What do they call those? Just a martini. I don't know. I don't think of those going, oh, this is too sweet. I know like Warren Bobrow is not a big fan of using simple syrups and sugars in his drink. Is this failing for you?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, but it's going to work.
Oh, okay.
Jen doesn't believe me. That's okay. I don't
No, I
believe me.
just found it funny.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing, but it's gonna work.
So I know Warren's not a big fan of the added sugar, and this would be what he would probably consider sweet versus not sweet. So I guess it takes a special type of person that considers anything that's all spirit to be sweet or not.
Well,
To me,
sweet
it's
vermouth
alcohol.
is by definition sweet. So,
Right. It's as sweet
There's
as grappa, sweeter than vodka.
right.
But both of them are going to light your face on fire.
Yes.
You're gonna be like, whoosh. If you had hair, it would be blowing all back.
If one
It's
can
a
only
hair
dream.
blower.
It's been a while, but I think I remember the feeling. That worked out all right, huh? It's a little strange, but
No, it looks fine.
whatever. It's pretty.
If I saw that at a classic
You should
cocktail
have
joint,
put
I'd be.
the cherry in between the twist.
That's complicated.
I
and
didn't want
messy.
to flag it.
So
I needed a longer twist to do that.
you just left the end twist off.
This is a pinky out drink. By
Yeah,
the
but
way.
that looks right because the cherry should really be on the bottom of a Manhattan.
Yeah.
And
That was the
it
idea.
gives you the option to pull it out, and you still get the because the cherry's not going to give you any added aroma, but the zest of that will.
Yeah, and I kind of twisted it over here to try to get any zest out on the top.
Didn't work.
I don't know that it zested very much, but whatever.
Could just be my orange. Cars don't have a lot of zest to them. I found like a navel has the nice crisp skin.
We've made this before.
Yeah. It's well,
It's a good
yes
drink.
and no.
I like the perfect man.
We've made a perfect Manhattan, but I don't think it was this drink. Like because I went back and I started looking, and I don't think the perfect Manhattan we originally made was done this way. I don't remember. I
I
don't
have to
even know if
look
you
because that's a very familiar taste to me.
It tastes like a Manhattan.
But it's not. I mean, it's not a Manhattan because it has half an ounce of dry, half an ounce of sweet, and 7 ounces of sweet. It's good though. I like the.
Still boozy, but I guess it's a little less sweet.
It gives you a different mouth finish than your standard Manhattan, which is a little bit sweeter,
dry
and a little
one?
more syrupy.
Yeah, I think it gives this a little bit more
Well,
chance to.
This is
play.
also 100 proof rye, so I mean,
we played that game.
it's strong as
So it's
stuff.
like that's a really strong little rye. I guess it's less sweet than a Manhattan.
yes, it totally is.
But it does taste kind of like the same rye, vermouthy. Like it's got the vermouthy wine flavor to it. I like this
Yes.
better than a martini though.
Well, you
one I
like
remember.
bourbon better than vodka or gin, I think.
Yeah, but the bourbon gives you more time to like, or more to appreciate.
It does.
the
It's got
drink.
more complexity. Although, I mean, gin can be great. I'm a fan of gin, so
I just think that the vermouth distracts from some of the gin. I would rather have my dry gin martini with dry gin,
So you just want to drink gin?
a little chilled ice or something, or stir it up. We gotta get some dilution in there. Maybe some bitters on top, like some lavender bitters, something.
On a martini? Yeah, sure.
It's a good drink. I think it's probably a little bit easier for me than I think a Manhattan is.
Really? See, I'm always a fan of a straight Manhattan, but this isn't a bad drink. I mean,
It might just be because I don't have one here to compare it to. But it's fine. I
that was a Doug comment. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever. It's fine.
well, I was expecting myself not to like Manhattans. It's
Really?
really not that bad.
But you like
I
bourbons.
like,
and
I like whiskey
ryes and
sours.
stuff,
I just
right?
like the sour component.
Oh
of
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So, but
Because
this,
it's a classic cocktail. It's not a balanced cocktail.
right, and this happens to have just alcohol in it, and I'm just fine with it. I just didn't take myself to be a Manhattan guy, so I'm a little
Everybody
bit
comes around.
kind of shocked that it doesn't bother me.
Are you at odds with yourself?
I am. There's myself, and then there's this odd guy going, "What are you doing?"
Hey, he's coming out of the Manhattan closet.
I just came out of the Manhattan closet wearing my Brooklyn shirt. See that?
Yep.
Manhattan Mondays.
Manhattan.
Right beside it, sort of.
Oh, yeah, under here.
Left.
Oh, there's nothing Manhattan about that.
No, that's just Jungle Book Joe.
Anything that's
Messed up.
bush.
Yep. There you go. Go over to The Craft Cocktail. It's youtube.com/The Craft Cocktail. Subscribe to that show. Down here's a subscribe button. There's 2 videos over there that you totally want to check out. And then, of course, Oscar.
Of course.
We're teaching you how to drink